I'm a singer-songwriter and want to know, is it better to sign a record deal with an independent label or on a major label or should I not sign a record deal at all and just use social media to create my own audience? Well, that's certainly more than I can handle in just the context of answering questions on the show, but I will tell you that major labels still bring a lot to bear for people. They've got marketing divisions, radio, people that go out and make sure your stuff gets played on radio, people that do marketing set up all over the country to coordinate with concerts and everything. Ultimately, a major label will probably offer you a 360 deal, meaning that they will partake in every aspect of your financial career. Any money that you make with your music, they're going to get a piece of to varying degrees for X amount of releases, and in exchange for that, they're going to bring their resources to bear. Their network of people, their expertise, their financial backing. They essentially act like a bank. And ultimately, your goal and their goal, the mutual goal, is to make you a household word so that you can get butts in seats at huge concerts, because that's where probably the biggest amount of money is made these days, is in touring. It could happen on an indie label, and there's something to be said for signing with an indie label, because the common thinking is an indie label has far fewer people on their roster, therefore I'm going to get more attention, and you probably will. But they also have a much smaller budget to work with. Then again, you could say that an indie label with a really entrepreneurial CEO, and it might be an indie label with only one person running it out of a garage or a bedroom. But if that person is somebody who really believes in what you do and has a ton of social media chops and all kinds of other great things going for them, you may want to sign with that person and hope that they can get you to a level where a major label comes knocking on the indie label's door and says, we would like to upstream this artist, so we are going to buy into that contract or buy you out of that contract. And then the major label takes over and pours jet fuel on that fire to make it go whoosh and turn into an artist that can fill stadiums someday. There have been artists, there are not many, not hundreds, but probably a couple dozen artists, maybe more, out there that have done stuff on that kind of level using social media. But I got to tell you, you can't just set up a Facebook page. You can't just set up a Twitter account and a Snapchat account and just open up 3, 4, 5 different social media accounts and spend a half an hour to an hour a day posting, on your wall from your phone while you're at work and think that it's going to blow up. It's probably not. The odds are so dramatically against that happening that it's not funny. The people who it happens for are people that have the same work ethic. I wrote an article about this in the newsletter recently. They are generally the same people that have the same work ethic that would have gotten them a major label deal. They're people that live it and breathe it and work 12, 15, 18 hours a day at it for a very long period of time, and they use the tools that are now out there that allegedly level the playing field, and they do if you're the kind of person that will use the tools well. But if you're the kind of person that wants to spend your day sitting around the house, taking a hit off the bong and eating brownies and writing the occasional song, and you think you're a friggin' genius, and by having posting like, check out my latest tune on your wall, if you think that using social media like that is going to launch you into the stratosphere and turn you into Justin Bieber, you better smoke more weed and eat more brownies, because you got another thing coming.